Good afternoon, evening, morning, depending on your time zone. Hello and welcome to tonight's Rumours of Thought livestream. I am your host, Stalking Horse.
No, I'm Indecisive Spud.
Yep. I'm playing the game, and Spud is moderating chat.
He's moderating and... Yep, moderating and also kind of watching the game. Maybe I'll have a suggestion that won't blow up in all our faces.
Well... I mean, you're usually the voice of reason.
Okay, I'm just thinking...
Except when it comes to our sauropod addiction.
And sauropods are cool.
Yes, they are. I'm not disputing that. I'm happy to have the sauropod addiction. But when it comes to the sauropod addiction specifically, that is when you stop being the voice of reason.
But Big Dino!
Again, I'm not opposed to the dinosaurs. I go nuts for them as well. I have a sauropod addiction. I said our addiction.
Yeah.
But you stop being the voice of reason when talking about it. That is all. You cannot dispute that part specifically. That said, we should probably get started.
Yeah.
And
you might think Isla Nublar is where everything changed. And you wouldn't be wrong. But that disaster affected more than the dinosaurs. The entire world was forced to come to terms with what happened and what we'd unleashed. We were too optimistic. Not about the animals, but about humanity. Without fail, greed reared its ugly head once again. The DFW needed multiple spaces to keep the animals safe until they had a more permanent solution. Nestled in the Sierra Nevada mountains, Owen's Ranch was one of the locations that would offer refuge to the dinosaurs.
If I'm remembering things correctly, this should be our final mission.
Yeah.
After the dinosaurs fled the Lockwood estate, dinosaurs were now out in the world, and we would have to learn to coexist. I knew I had to do whatever I could to keep these animals safe and have their own protected space, even if that meant creating it at my own ranch. For thousands of years, people of all kinds have been wrangling livestock in the Sierra Nevada mountains. This land was able to provide for them, and it will for us. We received a handful of dinosaurs from nearby areas. Some even wandered in on their own, probably looking for food. I didn't think it would work at first, but it seems like my ranch could be a perfect place for them. Now we find ourselves fending off poachers, who are after the dinosaurs. Modern-day rustlers with horsepower instead of horses. I'd never claim these dinosaurs as mine, but there was no way I was going to let them be theirs.
Top marks for Owen here.
Yeah.
Nice place. I always wanted a cabin out in the woods. With less dinosaurs, obviously.
I'm happy creating a new chapter because I have a new stream title.
Yeah?
The Paleo-Necromancers. There we go. Paleo-Necromancers. Play a farming sim.
Oh, it's more than a cabin. It's a ranch.
There's a difference?
Thank you for getting here as quickly as you did, Cabot.
I'm kind of out there on this one. I need to get these dinosaurs back under control.
Hey, as long as you brought choppers with you, we can get started immediately.
Finch,
Okay.
you did bring helicopters, didn't you?
Look, with all of the chaos happening out in the world right now, those DFW resources were needed elsewhere.
Ah, that's bureaucrat speak for no, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
But I did bring ranger teams with me.
Is that going to be enough, Owen?
Yeah, I've done more with less.
Then let's start with the ranger teams. We need to herd the Parasaurolophus back to the ranch.
Yeah, okay. I'm good to go.
Yeah, my thought is very much... Owen's response is very much of the... Yeah, we can do it, but this is gonna suck.
Yep.
But yes, without, you know, dealing with... From the looks of it, we won't be dealing with the underground, so yay!
Send and summon.
Brandon's prime with... And in the spirit of Halloween, unfortunately, there is no ability to make them dance.
Go on, get. It seems to be working.
So, where exactly are we taking them?
This way, apparently. I thought I was taking them back that way, but I guess not.
Do we need to open the map to see if it's pinned?
You mind?
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. No. Where do we lose the 10th one?
Stay where you are.
Here we are. It's apparently a marked enclosure now.
Look at that. They're moving in the right direction.
It's that way, apparently.
There you go. That's the way home. past them.
Should be or is?
Looking around, I'd say we are good to go.
And you are always right?
I'd say my track record says yes. You have to be right in this line of work. First time you're wrong, you're lunch.
In some weird way, that does actually make sense.
Claire, can you double check? We got them all, right?
They're all accounted for, yes. But we still need to make sure the animals are safely housed in enclosures.
We're on it.
Okay, they seem happy with that.
Yep. My brother's going, yes, fine. What are we farming?
Like
Dinosaurs.
DFW operation, Owen.
I guess it'll lose the charm of the ranch, but at least my property value will go up, right?
Let's just focus on getting the buildings we need up and running.
I'm just thinking, losing the charm of the ranch. I'm just thinking of, those huge operations out in the middle of Australia.
Yeah.
Where the ranch is sort of, we need this big area because driving from one side of the ranch to the other takes the entire day.
Yeah. Sheep and cattle stations can be... there are cattle and sheep stations in Australia that are about 100 miles across. With a single small farmhouse for the people who operate it slap bang in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Given that this is dinosaurs, I'd be happy to say that basically, yeah, we could basically do something similar. Just the farmhouse equivalent is bigger because dinosaurs are bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, also most sheep and cattle stations in Australia tend to make do with a ute instead of, helicopters.
Yeah, most of them. From what I can recall, some of them do have small helicopters. Interesting.
I'm not putting this in the pre-designated spot because A, I still have to build the dinosaur hospital there. B, I don't like the look of that line of trees that's directly in front of all my exit points.
Yeah.
And C, where else am I going to put Science Row?
Fair. Ooh, that actually is a good point. We should probably get out the demolish tool for, scenery, just to make because just as a, quick check.
Pretty sure there isn't any scenery here that's an obstacle. Just random bits of plant life.
Okay, fair.
That should work.
Actually, though, I think there might be. Because I'm pretty sure cranes are not part of buildings. You're in the move mode of move objects. You could just go for the... That's a bunch of scenery, huh?
I don't think I'm going to build anything between those paths.
Yeah, that's fair.
In fact, I don't think I'm going to build anything in most of these places.
Yeah, fair. At least it's mostly clustered, clustered. Instead of what we had last time, which was a bit here, a bit there, maybe a bit over there for good measure.
Yeah. Okay. As mentioned, I will also need... Let's get Science Row up and running. Can't put one directly behind there. But given that they'll have a slightly geometric layout, that looks okay.
Yeah.
I can always move it later.
Yep.
And I need to research...
Whoa, there's a entirely new category.
Rustler defenses. I'm up for that.
Yeah. The other thing I was thinking was, okay, we have to progress the mission, right? Another thing I was thinking was, we don't have scientists, do we?
Not yet. Emergency shelter and small power station were the other things we needed.
Yep. Lots of backup generators here.
Yeah. Okay. This turned blue a second ago, so there we go.
Yep.
And honestly, I could move it over further if I took out some of the clutter from this construction site, so... Tiny radius, please. And, in fact, honestly, this path is also kind of superfluous to requirements. Not how I'd have laid a path out there anyway. A power station. How far that way can I take it? Exactly that far. Okay. I can probably fit a building in that end. So... And I can definitely fit a building on that side. Okay, there will do just fine.
Yep.
There's my pylon. Because the other thing I need is... a path.
Yep.
And...
we need an emergency shelter.
Yep.
Can you fit an emergency shelter up there, behind the control center?
Yes.
Huh.
and I can couple it with a substation.
Yeah.
Heads up, I'm getting word from my people that there may be an attempt to steal some of our dinosaurs.
Yeah, people?
What? I have people.
Huh. You do?
Well, I know people.
That makes more sense.
How many are we talking about here, Finch?
My people didn't provide a number.
Well, okay. That isn't great.
Just keep an eye on the dinosaurs.
Oh, we won't let any of the dinosaurs go missing.
We've got to position a ranger team to intercept the rustlers. They'll run rather than risk getting caught.
Okay.
Right. No more than 5 dust to be stolen. Do we know where they are right now?
The rustlers or the dinosaurs?
The rustlers. Also, there's no buildings over there yet.
They've put a backup generator over there, so I assume there's going to be buildings there eventually. Plus, that one keeps it in range of the fences.
Yeah. Now then, before we unpause, let's, go and see if we can't find where the...
Well, I've only got one set of dinosaurs, so...
True.
I should probably
I guess the plan is drive over there then.
Yeah. The other thing I can do, of course, is double up some of my fences. But yeah. Let's get a ranger team moving.
So it's approaching. Actually, since they're approaching, do we have a direction right now?
No.
No. Dang. Actually, I think you've now got 2 response stations.
I do. I was told to build another one, so I did.
Okay.
There they are.
There we are. Rustler marked. Can we assign them now? Dang, no. Okay, so the plan here is repeated ramming.
Apparently, yes. Get back here, cowards. I'm not done with you yet.
Oh, they're most certainly fleeing. Well, it was essentially wait for it to end or, for them to flee. I love the fact that our response was, you're not fleeing fast enough, ran them harder.
Yeah. Okay. I'll need a scientist.
Well, in the end isn't exactly what we call an optimal layout. That's the research. Zero logistics.
Yeah. Then again, there are non-logistics research tasks.
Yep.
Lots of them, actually.
True.
I mean, we're going to need a vet at some point.
Yeah.
And you're a generalist who boosts other people's happiness. You're both pretty good.
Yep.
And then we need a logistics specialist, but the you max out at 5, not the best.
Yeah. Though actually the other positive influence looks pretty good as a generalist.
Yeah. Okay, let's pick up a vet.
Vet, 2 positive influence generalists, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. Okay, positive influence. Positive influence.
Yep.
Okay.
They're retreating.
You'd think rustlers trying to steal dinosaurs wouldn't be such cowards.
Look at
Question,
We're
can
gonna
we
have to
assign a
secure the
ranger team
ranch
to
from
deal
the-
with them?
Apparently
No.
not.
Aw. I wanted... my brain went, oh, we can't... Oh, we probably should also, put up a ranger post.
Yeah. Yeah, a ranger post to keep a watch on this.
Yep.
Here. That should be good.
We can wait to put in the next ones.
Yeah. Assign both ranger teams. Assign both capture teams.
Yep.
Inside and outside threats. The dinosaurs are too valuable. And now rustlers know where to find them.
When they come, and they will, they'll be looking for a weakness in our defense.
Then, we make sure we don't have any.
There is always a weakness.
So, what do you suggest?
Well, keeping an eye on the animal enclosures would be a good first step. We already monitor their welfare, so we can add their security to the mix. And maybe improve our lighting after dark, too, because that's when the rustlers tend to strike.
So that's where we start.
Post and watch stats or market track rustlers.
Okay.
These detect activity at a large range will trigger from both dinosaurs and rustlers.
So we put heat detectors outside the dinosaur enclosures
Yeah.
to catch any movement around the perimeter.
Yep.
Okay. Also, as a safety feature, take out the external gate.
With all the activity taking place here, I thought you might need a little more help. I believe you know Dr. Sattler and Dr. Grant?
Of course. By reputation and with admiration.
Thank you, Claire. Alan and I have been following your work with, interest.
Yeah, we were sorry to hear about everything that happened. You know, with the volcano eruption and the escape at the Lockwood estate and... Anyway, I can't believe we're dealing with dinosaurs out in the open here, but, Ellie and I are here, and, we're willing to help.
We're so glad to have you.
And you, Owen, you're the guy that works with raptors, right?
That's me. Well, there were a few of us, but I led the operation. We learned a lot from them. Dr. Grant, do you have any raptor experience?
Yeah, you could say that, yeah. I have experience with raptors, yeah.
Yeah, you need to gain their trust, their respect.
Oh, I respect them, yeah. I respect them, I can tell you that.
Oh, research complete. Can we research that second one immediately? No.
No.
Oh. That's interesting.
What?
We got rustlers again.
Yeah. But as a safety feature, I took out the external gate.
Wait. Looks
Yep.
like we have some uninvited guests.
There they are. Where are they going?
Remember they said that rustlers could go through fences? Damage them?
Okay. Intercept team then.
Because an idea is basically to... Pause map mode and check every so often, I guess. Yep.
Not status check.
Select the other ranger vehicle as well. Send them over.
I can't.
Well, I said send them over, I mean send them into the area, then we could basically switch between the two and basically reset them.
There's more. Okay.
Just get them a task in the area. I don't particularly care what task.
Yeah.
Get them over here.
They're coming. Now.
You've got one vehicle here. Keep ramming until the other gets here.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, that one's fleeing already, so go start hitting the other one.
Ow. You mind? I'm trying
I'm
to
trying to
save
help you.
Fleeing, huh? Good luck with that.
We just fixed that asshole.
Looks like the DFW captured more dinosaurs. They'll be here soon.
Triceratops and Gallimimus.
Yep.
Okay.
Question is, do we want to reinstall the fence for the gate to the outside?
Yeah,
Since
if
we
I
now know
reinstall
that,
the gate, I can put a watchtower on it.
Yeah.
I can
I think it's within range of one.
move. Yep. So they're going to come in and walk straight into effectively a trap. Except I don't have the traps yet. I will
Yeah,
however,
because,
need lighting.
Yep.
Yes.
Because this
they
way,
are on the
basically, we
way.
don't have to also worry about dinosaurs walking out.
Hmm. Yeah. I'm also thinking... Oh, I can't. It'll need a path connection. I was just thinking of trying to get another response facility over that side. This should do for
No
those,
need to
assuming
be
they
ready
can
for it.
cohabitate.
We have the right team in place,
Which means the only thing I'll need at this stage is a small water source. Along there.
Handle this.
Okay, let's get the dinosaurs into safe and comfortable enclosures.
I gotta admit, Ellie, this is all a little surreal.
What do you mean, Ellen?
I don't
No,
think I
mine
could
is-
have imagined a day when we would be herding dinosaurs.
You always said you believed they moved in herds, and you were right.
I was just making educated guesses.
You have never made a guess in your life.
Well, I guess you're right.
One. Here we go.
Transporting asset. Transit has commenced.
They use ground fiber. They use ground leaf.
Ground
One's ground fiber, one's ground leaf.
leaf and ground fiber. I can do that.
Yep. Remember, this wiki is questionable.
Ground leaf and ground fiber. Let's give them all one.
Asset delivered.
And I think
Asset has been delivered.
Alright, status check.
Yep. The top side, the open space one.
You, status check, please.
Apparently
Confirming
Gallimimus
asset
needs a
delivery.
forest.
Forest, I can do.
Yep. We might as well put ranger posts in now.
Yeah. There's a small
You know,
area.
this feels a lot better after dealing with the entire underground debacle.
It does. I'll just put one in to cover pretty much the rest of the enclosures. Yeah. And I can use that as enclosure space if I need to. I'm just going to assign one team to each because I want to. Not because I'm trying to spread people thin, but just because I'm trying to avoid a situation where I can't task people.
Right.
I should be able to do this, yeah.
Yeah.
As far as I know, they don't dislike each other. Yeah. Yeah, they'll get along.
Yep.
Asset being transported. Asset transportation complete. Asset transportation underway.
I think we've got at least one Triceratops whose territory has been scanned in, so we can click them. Wait.
Thank you. Okay. They're the ones who need ground fibre. So let's add quite a lot of that.
And of course, the wiki is wrong in the sense that they've missed out entirely that they need a forest as well.
Everything needs a
why wouldn't it
non-zero
be?
amount of forest.
Hmm.
I'll also add in more ground leaf.
Yep.
For the Gallimimus,
Asset has been transported.
who are there.
Also, do you think we can research something?
Probably. We could research the staff centre.
Honestly, we can need it eventually.
Yeah.
Asset transported. Asset delivery confirmed. Delivery has been completed. Asset has been collected.
Okay. Undiagnosed ailment.
Oh boy.
We don't have doctors yet, because we hadn't researched that.
Yep.
They're going to need a little more ground
Because
leaf
story
and
hadn't happened.
forest. That was if I put it in their territory.
Probably also helps if you know that they establish their territory.
Yeah. They'll need better population, and I need a med lab.
Yep.
So... Huh. That research was completed, apparently, at some point.
No, it was a story thing that was preventing, so yeah.
Okay. I'll make it a new path in order to put the dinosaur hospital as close as possible to the enclosures.
Yep.
There will suffice. You know what, I'll put the path in first. Paleo-Medical. Right there. And there we go.
Claire, some of our animals need medical attention. We're gonna need a place to treat them.
We'll get a paleo-medical facility built right away.
Delivery complete. Transportation complete. Confirming asset delivery.
Should start thinking automatically.
Yep.
Where was the other thing? We've got unlocked the staff center, so we should probably put that down.
Yes, we should. Oh, staff centre's nice and small. But it still doesn't fit into the available space.
Oh well.
Science row will have to sit over here.
Do we have to do research on medicine?
Yes, we do. Hostile activity detected. Right, okay. Ranger teams.
Ranger teams, go do a status check on a random dinosaur in the correct area. Where's the other ranger team?
At base, I think.
You go.
Let's check that Triceratops.
Yes, that's a stack that Triceratops. No, we're not being paranoid.
There they are.
Found them.
Right. You.
Are these guys supposed to be here?
We need to alert security.
Hi!
Yep, he wants to leave. Oh, go ahead. Anybody else?
A fence has been broken. You don't say.
Yeah. I love how it's like they opened the fence and then it's like now there's no obstacle. Ram them. Oh, second one.
Hi, come on in.
Dang,
That was
you
not
only grazing
intended-
hit.
Active.
Who broke the fence? You broke the fence.
This is what happens when you break the fence. Still, you bastard. Fix that fence. Oh no, the repair is obstructed. Well, I'll have to unobstruct it then, won't I? Oh, they despawned as soon as I took one out, so...
Okay.
So I can take out another one.
Yep.
Sure, they're gone for now. But they'll be back. And we need to be ready for them.
Okay.
Ooh, perfect. Just what I need. Logistics specialist.
Yep. Check. See, I see two already. So
5 of 10, 6, 10. You're even better. But you're almost 1.5 times the price of you. Honestly, the fact that you're cheaper, you're not quite as good on genetics, that's why.
Yep.
Honestly, I think take the cheaper guy and then start researching scientist training.
That's fair.
I mean, I could take both.
True.
I mean, you need an app, so... Yeah, you know what? I'll take both.
Okay. Right. Logisticians, get me a way to stop the poachers.
They can do it in 41 seconds. And then...
Viewing galleries of any type. Open research node. What research node is it?
progress the mission to unlock that. Okay.
Okay.
So what else can we do to help protect the dinosaurs? As hard enough as it is to maintain some level of safety without these constant outside threats.
And the dinosaurs are too valuable.
They sure are. Just not in the ways you're imagining, Finch.
Research is the answer here. It's what we do. That and shoveling dinosaur.
Okay, so research it is. Let's see what other security measures we can devise.
Watchtower, heat detector, and flashbang trap. Okay.
And I think we also got the viewing galleries now.
Yeah.
We can, you know...
That would cover the main approaches.
It would... actually, heat detectors.
That's flashbang trap.
That's
heat
flashbang,
detector.
That's...
Okay. Let's have heat detectors in the valley. On this approach. On this approach. And just to be safe, let's have one hiding away behind these buildings at this gate.
Yep.
So that if I send all of my rangers running off this way, I don't... Okay. Let's have one covering the forest, just to be safe.
Yeah, just make sure it isn't, you know, the circle isn't inside the enclosure.
Ah, that edge is.
Remember,
I'll need to reposition.
Yeah, because, yeah,
I I remember, Spud. That's why I'm repositioning it.
Yep.
There we go. That should be good.
Yeah. I was thinking the watchtower we could put onto the inside of the enclosure. Because it would cover most of the enclosure bottoms, and then we could just move the cameras.
Yeah. So that's the radius on a watchtower. Where are you thinking we put it?
I was thinking, you know that corner of... Yeah,
here?
about there-ish. Yeah. Covers the majority of both paddocks.
Yep. Okay. I can take out the camera posts there and there. That camera post is probably still serving a purpose. But that one almost certainly isn't.
Yep. I'm thinking, instead of using demolish, could we use the move button? The...
Doesn't show the thing.
Okay.
That was a floodlight. What am I doing? Move. That's a camera post. No, that's the floodlight. That's the camera post. There we go. Yeah, that one's still doing a job.
Yep. Oh, the other one might have also been doing a job.
Anyway, I've deleted most of them, so...
yeah.
Honestly, moving stuff about seems more trouble than it's worth. So...
We want it to be a little higher up. because it's the dinosaurs they're after, so might not put it, closer to the dinosaurs.
True. Because that's a gate, so that'll cover both gates, which have floodlights. So that's good.
No. Yep.
That's got auto detect radius on it. So really, if I follow up each of these approaches with a camera sight...
Yeah. Because I'm just looking at this like, we got a bunch of cameras, why aren't we using them all?
Yeah.
Use all the resources at your disposal.
Yeah. There. I could cover the rest of this paddock, but there's nothing in it they currently want. But what I could do is effectively camera this approach. So if they go through this gate, I'll get the heat alarm, and then a camera will tag them for me.
Yep.
Just there.
Yeah.
And I can
Seems
do the same on this gate. Oh, I'm out of them, but that's fine. Just put a heat alarm.
There's no dinosaurs over here. Detector. They seem to be approaching more from the forest, so might as well heat detector-ish that area.
Yep. I can always delete and reposition later, so that's outside buildable area. And I can stack heat detectors. In fact, I can probably get a heat detector way out here, just to catch anyone who's on the far fringes. Ooh, right there. Catch anyone heading through the valley. Perfect.
Yeah.
And now, where are we putting our traps? Because we've unlocked traps. Well, obviously, one trap on each gate for a start.
Yep. Marks a temporary stuns rustlers who activate small range.
They keep coming through here, so if I stack one just there.
Yep.
And then if they come through this gate or the fence here, they'll walk into that one. And if they come through... There's currently nothing they want there, so... They do, however, usually come for the herd down here, so I can stack this one here, so they'll drive straight into it.
Yep. Okay, that seems decently good for now.
Yeah.
It's rebooting.
I feel like we're helping to create something
we got
special
some
here.
Nasuceratops, Apatosaurus.
Stygimoloch and Nasutoceratops.
Yep.
They sound like they may be able to cohabitate.
Maybe.
I don't think the Apatosaurus dislikes either of the other two, and I don't think they dislike each other.
Yep.
They should be able to handle this area.
Right.
I mean... What are they... No, they can't cohabitate. They can't cohabitate. Yeah, this is what enclosure number 3 is for, I guess.
Better life for the dinosaurs.
You know, if we could just get the world to see dinosaurs the way we do, then we'd have a chance of truly saving them. So, how can we make this better?
Finch says the DFW captured more species of dinosaurs. They should arrive today.
Good. They're doing their job. And we will make sure that we do ours.
Keeping our dinosaur ratings up should further help things along. An expedition center should be part of our
pause.
plans too.
Do we have viewing things now?
I'm not sure. I'll find out in a moment. First...
Ooh, we need to get one built.
We do. Got viewing galleries. Progress the mission for those. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think we could technically viewing gallery one of our enclosures
Yeah.
at least.
We could.
And which one's the one that makes everything cheaper by 10%?
That, I believe, is... Staff Center Improved Costs, that one. Which requires that. That'll do just fine.
Yep.
Yep, bring in the sauropod. Sauropods.
Sauropods.
Okay.
Station underway.
My brain's going, this is a really, really dumb idea. It's gone, you know, we could in theory surround the entire outside of this map with an enclosure, and then use it as a giant tripwire.
We could. In fact, I'm wondering why I haven't.
Our costs for the thing.
Oh yeah, I don't have a non-electric fence. Oh, also I have a maximum fence. Look.
Ooh. Yeah. My brain's going, they probably put that in there to stop, you know, people like us who have brilliant ideas.
Yep. They have put this in here specifically to stop people from doing what we were about to try and do.
Yeah, because we are smart and we have ideas that are summed up as, you know, let's make life hard for the other guy.
Yeah. Right, you status check that sauropod now.
One thing they will need is water.
Yes, they will. Give me 2 minutes to sort out the sauropods. The Pseudoceratops and the Stygiumala. Yeah, they should get along.
And that's just... Yep, okay.
So, edit environment. We'll begin with water. Let's put the water at this end.
Yep.
And then they'll need... They've got enough forest. What they need is tall leaf.
Okay.
There we go.
Yep.
Asset delivery confirmed.
That will probably cause more need. Yep. Rest you and you. Yeah.
Okay. Let's do Triceratops and Stygiumala. Let's bring him in.
The air.
Someone status check the. Ranger car. Ranger car.
That's team 2. They'll do just fine. Status check those, please.
Yep.
Needs more tall leaf.
Yep.
Because there's now additional things in the enclosure. Ah, needs more open space. Okay.
Asset transportation in progress.
They
Very good.
need leaf.
Okay,
They're fine.
everyone, I am afraid I have some bad news.
Here it comes, like it always does.
Why am I not surprised?
Well, the good news is I have a solution.
Just give us the bad news.
Okay. The bad news is that the DFW is out of money.
I'd say that's pretty bad.
The DFW can no longer contribute funds to help cover the costs for keeping this place operational. But I have a potential solve. We're gonna have to open the ranch to visitors.
Wait, what?
Really? There has to be another solution.
I agree. What else can we do?
I don't think there is anything. I honestly don't see any other choice but to open the ranch to visitors.
You realize that this idea... has never worked and always ends in chaos.
No one's expecting a theme park or a zoo. Think of it as a wildlife sanctuary with merchandise.
And it was going so well.
We can set it up as a non-profit animal preserve, and the proceeds can help us cover the costs to help care for the dinosaurs.
Aw, I could tell that hurt.
It did, a little. But look, you can limit the amount of guests you let in, and then it won't be so difficult to manage. Then you start branching out as much or as little as you want to.
Well, if we have no other choice, I guess we give it a shot.
Oh, you. There.
Okay, heat sensor's been tripped.
Look at those idiots. Do they have any idea what they're walking into?
One's tripped there. Where's the others?
Here.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, grab a ranger car and send them to check the Gallimimus.
Because the other thing I'm doing is you're our vet. You're an all-rounder, but we're currently working on logistics. You're our logistics specialist. You're another logistics specialist. And you are another all-rounder, but you're currently on a break.
Yep.
Okay. Let's get some better fences. Okay. There they are.
Yep.
Where's the other ranger team? You status check on them, please. Get over that side of the map.
Yep. They're attempting a fence cut, right. Dang. They apparently aren't attempting a fence cut. Okay, whatever. We'll just hang around here for now until you tried something stupid. Okay, so you have decided to do something stupid. Okay, that one's fleeing. Good.
Extraction team. Right. Status check there right now.
And where's the other? And where's the other group? As in our group.
Here.
Car's there. Found it. Turn around.
Great. I've made the forest too dense to get a car through.
Yeah, I think they're just giving you random opportunities constantly.
Yeah.
We can wait. Because I think you are currently already being overwhelmed by stuff.
Technically, yes, I just don't want to miss one.
You did read the bit where we said we can wait and it'll be around for 6 months.
6 minutes!
Okay.
6 minutes! Oh, crap. There.
I think they're currently occupied by being flashbanged. So
Yep.
there's time for the other car to get close. What are you doing?
Considering whether to put a big thick perimeter fence around all of this at a higher security level. But for now, I'm also pulling up another trap.
Yep.
And Ranger team will get back to the enclosure. They've got a fence. Disregard that. Fix the fence.
Hang on, the other ranger team here is here.
On you instead.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, it's been unstunned. That bought us time.
Do you mind? I'm trying to save you. Hi!
Okay, cool.
A bit more of a run. Oh, there's more. They're a higher priority.
Oh no, they've already got one. What's happened to the other car?
It got unstunned while I was trying to dance around with those guys. They completed the status check and fucked off. You standing by for... Go after the bastards! Why can I not task them to go and ram into these guys? That's what the... That's how it's supposed to work.
Interesting minigame. Not actually fun.
Not at all.
We'll need to retrofit some of our buildings.
Claire.
And they've left, of course they
Any
did.
of us what the guests will want. What should we do first?
They'll want to be close to the dinosaurs. They'll want to see them. You really can't believe they're real until you've laid eyes on them for yourself.
That truly is the wonder of them, that moment. It never leaves you.
It never does.
But you can't safely give the guests that experience, can you?
You can set up...
I thought I told somebody to fix that.
The other car's right outside the gate for the Apatosaurus. Wrong gate, other gate.
Why are you telling me that's further away, Spud?
viewing areas.
And we
Guided
might
tours
as
are
well
certainly an option.
um,
And
get
there are
loose
new park
dinosaurs.
buildings.
Get the what?
Question. There were some escapees due to the poachers.
We can get up and running as well.
Buildings up and running? Good. People up and running?
Yeah, I know. That also never leaves you.
No, it does not.
Quick question. Is the arrival point closed for some reason?
Yes. It was closed by the mission. Because we're not ready.
Okay.
Also, how
Can we
much
hit
time?
the open button anyway?
3 minutes. Apparently, yes. Okay. It'll do for the time being. That's mostly ops, but the visitors are going to want to walk past it anyway. So... Can't research everything at once.
Also, question. What are we doing with the Kentrosaurus?
I was gonna build it a new enclosure, but right now I'm a little busy, Spud.
Collecting asset.
Alright, I've started research with 2 minutes on the clock there. Okay.
Transportation underway.
I'll deal with it.
Assets in the air.
Give me another 2 minutes, guys.
Asset has been delivered. Delivery has been completed.
Okay. "47 seconds they need. Only 4 logistics, so my doctor and both of you should be able to handle this. Oh, you take a nap. And they're going to arrive in a minute, so by that time I'll need to have built a new dinosaur enclosure. Okay, minimum necessary fencing for a Kentrosaurus. Can the Kentrosaurus live with anything I've already got? That's the question. Oh, also we seem to have a robot. Okay. There is a method to my madness. Okay, and it's guided to our route. Okay. Smallest amount of fencing needed to contain the new dinosaurs is probably to just... portion off that area.
Asset being transported. Asset transportation underway.
Oh, because adding the things of... a little extra tall leaf, a little extra forest, especially down the back. Okay.
Yep.
They need more ground fiber. And 60 is about the best we can get.
Yep.
Transportation complete. Asset transported.
And of course, it to it because I've just added the new enclosure. They'll need water. And ground fiber. Okay. And socials. That's ground leaf there. Yeah, they won't get along in that enclosure.
Yep.
That's ground fiber. Mammoths and Triceratops are both happy. Okay. Demolish that section. And yeah, edit tour route. Okay.
At least it's something we already have.
Yep. Parasaurolophus. Okay. I know the guests are complaining about a lack of amenities. I haven't built any yet. Okay. I think it might be time to take the ornamental trees out. So that I can
That apparently was a non-ornamental tree.
Huh. Go figure. Anyway. They're coming in.
I'm just imagining like
Okay.
all the trees here are ornamental except for that one.
Right. Shelter over this end can do eventually. They need bathrooms up there. Okay. I know this looks stupid. Give me a minute. So that's just the expedition center.
Because yeah, I think most of that stuff on the edge is scenery.
It is. That'll take the trees out too, sure. Okay. Now. That gives me a bit more space to work with. What is that? Piece of path, okay. That has given me a bit more room, especially
Yep.
if I reposition this a bit. I'm working on it. Let me. Okay. Now they want shelter over here. Okay. I'll install some over there, and then if they need it, they can run.
Yep.
I'll lack of amenities. Well, you start drawing guests this way. There's no gates there. So if I put in a hotel that gets reasonable dinosaur views.
Yep.
And I extend a path that way, which this can then artistically join. They'll also need a power substation, which can hide itself in there. And then across the hotel, come down, and if I'm careful with my positioning, join the network. In fact, I can also connect that to it. And can I connect that to there? Yes. Okay, truly interconnecting my power grid now, that's good. That means I also have room for some larger amenities. Okay, any other expeditions active? No, that's good. That means it's time to do some research. I'll improve the amenities and then I'll install some.
Yep.
Parasaurolophus. That's the Parasaurolophus enclosure. I can make it bigger if
Asset
need be.
transportation complete.
Yep.
Asset
The other thing I can do is, at long last, I can teleport the visitors, along with the path connection, to this side,
Yay!
which will allow me to expand the facilities.
Yep.
Demolish that section in particular. And path, okay. Curve too sharp, of course it is. Let's take it from the top. Facilities, here we go. Bring that out. Right to there. Take that out. Connect it there. They need more ground nut.
has been transported. Asset transportation complete.
Okay. Let's see if Motobarosaurus can cohabitate with these guys. If not, I can always move them.
Yep.
And now, if I pull path out there, then I can add something that I quite desperately need.
Response facility on the right side of the map.
Yep.
Well, the left side.
The other side. Let's go with that.
Yes.
Why is there one outside the fence?
The helicopter? I don't know about you, but I blame the poachers.
Agreed. And those paths haven't joined each other for some reason. Okay. You come out a touch more. You. Perfect. Now that you've joined, I can just trim that off. The other thing I'll need, of course, is power. Thankfully, I have just enough space to do this. I want to put a gate in there, so let's tuck this in right there. Will do just fine. And of course,
Delivery has been completed. Delivery complete.
okay. get on it.
Yep.
Okay. Meanwhile, they're saying to the.
Do you think we can build another staff center?
They need more forest. Probably can. I'll get on it shortly.
Yeah. Enough forest. We need a bit more water.
So not all of them have been delivered yet. So I need to bear that in
Yeah.
mind.
Okay.
Too.
Fair.
Oh yes, they have, but we didn't catch enough of them.
Yep.
Well, they're as comfortable as I can make them.
Can't have people staying in tents, so we'll have to build some other accommodations for.
Accommodation rating is
Way ahead of you.
100%. Yep, we're fine, Cabot.
We'll get some built.
Remember, we will need to have buildings that cover all our.
Another. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Trinket, please.
Yep.
In the meantime,
Normal speed. Just listen to the briefing and all that.
at the moment I'm just tasking things.
Yep.
Guests' needs.
The guests seem to be happy.
Yeah, they do. But let's remember that protecting the dinosaur is always the #1 priority.
It is. But we have to consider everything now. John Hammond was right about one thing. To really protect the dinosaurs, we need people to care about them, not just be afraid of them. That was a mistake Mizrani made. Always pushing for them to be bigger and with more teeth. People started caring more about the thrill and lost empathy for them as animals. We can do better. We have to learn from the mistakes of the past and forge a new path, a new way.
Agreed. That's what science should do. Tackle an uncertain future. Offer answers and hope. Maybe even change the world.
Well, good to hear some criticism of Simone Masrani, the identity thief.
Yep. Simone Mizrani, known identity thief.
Yeah, okay. An aquarium and an ice cream parlor. Keeps everybody happy. And
Yep.
let's switch to... Oh, we can say it's a sushi if you like. They'll need drinks. Not enough room there. Not quite enough room there. But there is enough room there, so there's drinks. An aquarium and a photo booth. And let's run... Ginger beer seems to please a lot of people.
Yep.
They need a gift shop and some bathrooms near the hotel.
Yep.
Okay. Who's medium amenity? Those, I believe, are set dressing.
Yep. You want to demolish the trees along that line as well?
Not yet.
Okay.
Heck, an aquarium and a selfie spot does the job. Okay.
Yeah.
It was hard to imagine what this place would be. But now look at it. It's teeming with life.
So where do we go from here?
That is a great question.
They're going to need a bathroom near the hotel.
I think we could expand, bring in even more species, as long as it's safe for everyone, guests and dinosaurs. It could be cool.
Allosaurus.
Huh.
And 3 Plesiosaurus.
We don't have a pool right now.
We can install one though. They're Morphodons as well. Okay.
Yeah, I think they've gone to the point where essentially they're just going to flood us with things so we can have choice.
I know. I'm trying to act on one. Can you stop popping up in front of me? Okay.
Right.
Let's bring in our first large carnivore.
Yep.
As long as we keep them happy, it should be fine. And as soon as they get back, we're making bigger fences.
Yep. Well, how much money are we making right now?
Enough.
Okay, do you think we might be able to build another staff center and maybe more scientists?
Staff center. Looks like yes, we can.
Because if there's a really messy scientist shortage right now, there is technically one very obvious way to fix scientist shortage.
Yeah. Okay. It's there. You go through the gate. I literally could not have made this easier for you. You don't even have another vehicle to get in your way. If they're going to bring back an Allosaurus, I'm going to need an Allosaurus box.
Yep.
Why are there ornamental trees on the tree line?
I don't know.
Let's get rid of the shipping containers. Now let's make the Allosaurus box.
Yep.
Commencing asset trap.
Allosaurus will need a little water. And I'll need to know the rest of its environmental conditions when it gets here, but I can install a prey feeder.
Yes. Do we need to install a gate and...
Yes, it'll need a gate.
Asset delivery confirmed.
Okay, the box needs to be a little bigger. But that should suffice.
Ranger post?
Forest first.
Okay, fair.
There it goes. Need a ranger post to monitor it, preferably from this side of the fence. Honestly, why do I even have a backup generator?
It came with the property, I guess.
Stygimoloch. We've got some of those, don't we?
Yeah. But it's already in a mixed enclosure.
Hold off until I can reassess.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go get food.
And I think it might be time to demolish these trees. we have a new scientist. Right. Digimon. The Apatosaurus are borderline. Here we go. Now we're getting somewhere.
Yep.
More Kentrosaurus. How are our current ones doing? Short on food somehow. Okay.
Yep. As they decide to wander up north.
I Swap out some of that forest. Okay, that's fine. Now, they're lonely, but environmentally fine. Okay.
Yep. You got the extra scientist yet?
No, because I only had expensive ones. I had one potential logistics specialist, but they cost an absolute fortune.
Right.
No logistics specialists this time.
No.
But it looks like we've got several people who have moderate logistics scores. You might be helpful.
Yeah. Actually, I just had a thought. You installed the everything cheaper upgrades yet?
We haven't unlocked the everything cheaper upgrades, Spud. I'm working on it.
Okay.
That's one of the things our new scientist is for. You have a total logistics of 7 and you're cheap. I'll take you. Okay. That's just the Stygian Malart. Kentrosaurus. Let's have a look at you. I don't think our current ones can fit then in the paddock. We've got the Aviary and Lagoon, but the mission for the what ones has run out.
Yep. I was about to ask. You said that you were going to research the everything cheaper.
That's in infrastructure, I believe. Everything cheaper is.
You've already researched it, I think. Have you?
Nope. Wait. Yeah, that must have been the last one I got. Okay. Let's get the next level of scientist improvement. And while I do, let's hit the staff centers for everything cheaper.
Yep.
Improved efficiency for now.
Yep.
I've also just got bigger paths, so...
Yeah. Though we aren't overcrowded, apparently.
Yet. I have a fair amount of extra space to play with here.
Yeah.
So what I might do... is... That's the other thing I was working on. Fences. You are in fact our doctor.
Yep.
Everyone else can be trained when they show up.
Yeah.
Looks good to me.
Yep. How's the power situation?
Management views power.
Still good, okay.
Yeah, power-wise, we're in no danger or difficulty.
Okay.
Seven Gallimimus.
Yeah.
That should be fairly easy to house.
Yeah. Might have to wait till we have the scientists for it.
Yeah,
though.
we need the people back. Honestly, I can let them go in order to keep making things better.
Yeah.
No, that'll tie them up for a very long time. Even that'll tie them up for a full minute. Again, too long. Honestly, just letting it sit for a little might be the play.
Yeah.
Because expanding is going to be easy enough.
Okay.
I mean, we've got all of this map to play with.
Yeah.
Even our most versatile.
29 seconds. Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. Nice and quick.
Right.
Okay. That's amenities complete.
Well, the next upgrade for people will also give us more staff center if you want.
True. It's expensive, but sounds good. Also, I should probably... still on 2.
The staff center thing is the thing you're researching.
Rustlers approaching. From where?
We got extra cameras, right?
Yeah, that was what was sitting in the back of my mind and I kept getting distracted from. I knew there was something. But yes, we've got more defences.
We got more watchtowers.
Yes. Watchtower. I can take that heat sensor out and put a watchtower in instead.
Yeah.
That'd cover pretty much this entire approach. Also... Oh, it's close enough to pick up the Allosaurus. Which means that that might be a false positive.
Yep.
Anyway, watchtower in... I like how the Allosaurus is also a deterrent.
Ah, that's interesting.
What are you thinking?
No, just the fact that, you know, the Allosaurus is a deterrent.
There they are.
Where's there?
Right there, where one just crashed into the fence.
Okay, right.
I was using this advanced early warning system called EYES.
I know I have them. Unfortunately, Discord blurs sometimes.
Right.
The car, drag it over.
No one's where I left them.
Wherever the hell they go.
Okay. That's a tour car. Where are you? Wrong side of the map. Okay. Let's check on that dinosaur, please.
And, well, we know there's one in the forest near that one.
Right, they've just walked into a stun trap. Where are you? Yeah, the guy on my must fix the damn fence. The ranger tasked you to fix the fence. Where's the ranger vehicle gone?
Oh, it's gone to the ranger post because you moved it and basically it's decided, I'm free now, I can go see the ranger post. It's in the ranger post with the Parasaurolophus.
Ah. At least they're currently outside the gate. said fix the fence. That's an urgent task. Damn. You can get the helicopters on that. Now the poacher vulnerable. Exactly what I was trying to avoid. Right. Oh, there's lots of them, never mind. Disselected, thank you. Why are you returning? There are loose dinosaurs. Get on that, please.
You need a. I said you need a ranger vehicle to deal with that mess.
Action request. Collect the asset. Asset to be collected.
Okay. You know what?
Assets in the air. Transporting asset. Transportation complete. Asset in transit. Confirming asset delivery. Asset delivered.
More Parasaurolophus, that'll do.
That'll do.
Send our welfare specialist. And you too.
Yep.
The Triceratops is on the other side of a fence. Why does its proximity matter?
Okay. Yay!
Give me 2 minutes.
Asset has been transported. Asset transported.
Why did that stop building? Because the dinosaur's too close. That's my closest ranger vehicle.
In the station right now.
Yeah. You're my closest. Don't do a status check, it's as good an excuse as any for you to drive yourself into the enclosure.
Asset has been delivered.
Never mind. Dinosaur wandered off on its own.
Yeah. Why is income so low? Oh, because all the dinosaurs wandered off, right.
Right.
I put them back, but people need to see it. People need to be able to see them.
Yeah.
Alright.
There are two parts of me, and they are conflicting. on one hand, I'm thinking, we could leave the Allosaurus of, path of least resistance to the poachers. On the other hand, that would mean that the poachers would release the Allosaurus.
Yeah, that's why I don't want them doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, park rating's gone back up.
Yeah, I think it's part of the problem might also be, random, the car stops.
Yeah. Well, there are some unsold tickets. Accommodation rating's 100%, so what's the issue? Little food demand. They want some more shelter, and...
Near the Allosaurus, understandable.
Indeed. Okay. In that case... let's put in an emergency shelter near the Allosaurus. Not enough room on that side of the fence. That side of the path, sorry.
Yep.
Something would be very wrong if there wasn't room on this side of the fence.
Yep. I've just got the image of emergency shelter. And it's like, so you put the emergency shelter on the inside of the enclosure. Do you think there might be some problems with this?
They said they wanted shelter, they didn't say where. I'm going to put some extra flashbang traps and some cameras.
Yep.
In the woods.
Okay. My main question right now is the thought that, what are the floodlights for?
Well, they should tell us. Visually lights up an area.
I think that's just an aesthetics thing.
That, and it makes them easier to see.
Right.
It's easier to know what you're doing and what they're doing if you have light.
Yep.
That should do.
Yep.
And the other thing that my guests wanted was they were short on food and drinks. Donuts are fairly popular. But honestly, if I sell seafood, then I add bench seating, claw machine, and a play zone. Problem solved. Operatives. Let's have a small amenity. Alright. Environment. Let's expand the shoreline. And then
Right, we can delete the lake.
yeah, did you forget we could do that? Also, that's a bit steep, so environment. Flattened terrain, low sloping. There we go. That should do. What's the terrain constraint? Okay. Let's take out a little bit more of the lake. Push the terrain out. And now I should be able to, yes, small amenity for drinks. Right there. Coffee. I could certainly use coffee. Play zone. And an aquarium. There we go. Hang on to that thought.
Do you think you could stabilize our park rating slightly by, using the underground viewings?
Yeah, maybe.
Because why is there an red thing in the middle of the paddock there?
Broken vehicle, I think. But it's off the path, so the ride's still functioning.
You say that, but I see a giant line.
Chicken. Referring to the similarities of its neck vertebrae with bears to galliforms, such as turkeys, pheasants, and of course chickens.
I want to drive a specific tour vehicle, please.
Well, so as we could attempt to ram it out the way.
What do you think I'm doing?
Right.
Except my car auto-braked. Accelerate, 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 and it comes to a rolling stop.
Seriously.
Triceratops is best known for its three protrusive facial bones. These deformants are unknown with flavors. The bone ones in particular can inflict considerable damage to any dinosaur that dares to provoke it.
Seriously. Game, what are you doing?
I don't know. There's a problem, but it won't let me fix it.
Each dinosaur group you see in the park has a socially accepted leader. Some
Don't seem to hit the repair button either.
No, because there isn't a repair button. The game seems to think it's
Other
not
building?
broken. Both buildings are say fine.
Okay then.
Because I already sent someone to fix this. That's...
Yeah.
Alright, I have an idea. That seems to have cleared it anyway.
Yeah. Ah, yes, the power of factory reset.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking I might put an aviary and a lagoon down on this side.
Okay.
So, I'll need to do exactly 3 bits of environmental editing. 1, 2, 3. I'd also true up the shoreline a bit. There we go. And let's make a lagoon.
Yep.
You can't make the lagoon in water. I cannot make that up. Again, clear the shoreline. Why are there decorative rocks? No wonder I couldn't expand the damn things. Okay, there's my lagoon, and there's an aviary. Okay, and let's have a large substation about there, hooked in there, and there, and sure, run across the front and connect up there. Let's have a large substation hooked in there. If I can replace that pylon, that would be amazing. And if I can do the same on that side. Flawless. Now, just to be on the safe side, safety feature.
Yay.
Incidentally means I didn't need to do all of those fences, but oh well. That'll do. And some rangers.
What?
No idea.
What was that?
Heat
Pause.
detector got triggered.
No, pause. Where are the dinosaurs inside that paddock? The Apatosaurus paddock.
They're chilling, apparently.
Because I'm trying to figure out whether or not that heat detector hits the corner of that paddock.
It might. In any case, it's internal now, so
Yeah.
I'll get it sometime in the next 6 minutes. So it might be better, actually, if I now took it out.
Yep. Okay, so what?
There they are.
There we go. And who are the other two suspiciouses?
That one. And I don't have a tower, but there. That crept up.
Actually, that is actually going to be... That would be an interesting defensive system.
What?
Heat detectors around the edge of the map, along with a ring of water.
Yeah.
Basically, the heat detector basically says something is here. The water basically makes that you stand out like a sore bloody thumb.
Yep. Okay. Coming in there and there. Got you. Well, they're going to have to deal with a solid wall, so in the meantime...
Yep.
Fence broken already?
Okay.
That was fast. Give me some time. They've broken through the fence there, they're coming in this way. You're already going that way, good.
But yeah, the other thought I had was the fire of flare to directly position, but oh well, we can deal with that later. Where's the other one?
Here. Trying to get through that wall.
Right. Where's the nearest ranger for that one?
Ranger Team 2. Immediate status check on that Motobarosaurus, please.
Yep. Would not be surprised if basically the problem was for the ones down south was they started early and basically have been doing it the entire time.
Yeah.
Because part of me is going, it would not be surprised me if like the higher security fences took them longer to break through because they had to do the equivalent of get out the angle grinder.
Okay.
Now you've opened the gate just about the right time.
Okay.
Hey, you're fleeing. We'll have to deal with your nonsense.
And
you know, adding a gate down there for the sole purpose of getting, down south would be useful.
yeah,
Either that or putting a response facility down south.
I already have. It's just the water is the problem. Escape from that. There's the new broken fence. Ah, they broke one to get out.
The morons fleeing decide to flee out the wall.
Fix that now.
Okay.
Go around. It will be faster.
Okay.
Now I hope that 2 dimorphodon is enough.
The poachers of inside the Parasaurolophus, have they decided to go through a wall or something?
No, they've just despawned.
No, they are. Bottom left.
Right.
Off.
Get back here, you fence-wrecking bastards. I didn't want to help them up the hill. They got out.
Yep.
they'll need a lot more water. And that'll need researching.
Asset transported.
And yes, they are lonely because I needed a minimum of 3. But they'll be alright.
Yep.
As soon as they have food. They're now above requisite minimums, so... Oh. Right. Let's try that again, shall we? And again.
And it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Three velociraptors. Three is the bare minimum you need to avoid them rioting, and I'll quite likely miss one, so no.
Anyway, it's 10 o'clock, so I think I'm going to sign off for now.
I am too. I'm not running past 10.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
save now.
I mean, we're most of the way through the mission, but yeah, I think this is where we stop for tonight. Everything seems to be ticking along more or less okay. Got a decent perimeter fence.
Yep.
We're almost, but not quite, where we need to be for visitor attractions, so... yeah. Turns out, we're good at this. Who knew? But... that does indeed bring us to the end of tonight's Rooms of Thought livestream.
Yeah.
So, it's been a fairly quiet but steady stream tonight. We're sorry. We did say that we'd be back on Friday, if everything went well. We were back on a Friday. Not the intended Friday. but that's okay.
It's technically correct. The best kind of correct.
Exactly. And at this stage, all that's left is to say thank you for watching back on the VOD. I don't think we had any live chatters, but if anybody's been lurking, thank you for that too. And this has been a Rumours of Thought live stream. If you liked us and want to see more, then in addition to all of our channels, which should be in the down there part, there's a link to our VOD library containing every live stream we've ever done, as well as our public Discord server, which goes ding when any one of us goes live. Otherwise, that's about where we'll leave it for tonight. Thank you for joining us. I have been Stalking Horse.
I've been Indecisive Spud.
And we will hopefully see you a bit earlier next time, given that we are almost precisely a week late for tonight's stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool then. See ya.
Goodbye.